2, 1.
Welcome back
to our podcast. Okay, we got to go look at what we're going to talk about.
Well, oh my god.
Oh, there we go. Interesting. So what do you want to start with?
We can start with any, or we can do one and then that. We could do like that
I think
order.
we should combine. We should do these two back to back. So we either have to do this before or after.
Oh, so then I think we should do it before.
Okay. So this is your topic, so you're going to talk about it?
Yeah. So we were just talking about Ian Padgett,
right,
who is a TikToker, former Broadway dancer.
Maybe still current. He might go back.
Yeah, I feel like he will.
Yeah, I mean, like, he might, like, get better than just backup.
No, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like, yeah, okay.
But him and his boyfriend, Chris, were together. Now they're not. So they broke up. Ian is, like, 10 years older than Chris. And...
It's that much?
It might be less than that.
I think
but, like,
older.
Chris is, like, 23.
Yeah, it's like there's an
And
age
Ian
difference.
is, like, 30-something.
There's an age difference.
Yeah. Like, Chris is still in college. And Ian has been
Well,
working.
he graduated.
He just
recently,
graduated.
right,
Like, he graduated this...
yeah.
No, not even a year ago. He was still doing college when they moved to LA.
I know, but, like, they moved to LA during the pandemic.
Yeah, but he graduated.
Okay, whatever. Keep going.
Okay. So, they broke up. And I just want to know, like...
What team are you?
Yeah, what team are you? Chris or Ian? And also, who do you think you are?
Who do I think I am?
Yeah, or we can answer for each other.
See, I don't think we have the same dynamic as them.
I'm not talking about us.
But you're... Okay.
I'm talking about, like,
I'm
us.
definitely... As a viewer of the two of them,
Yeah.
definitely Team Chris.
Why?
Never... Because,
Okay, yeah.
I never got Ian's content.
Oh, really?
I always got Chris's. At the beginning, I got both of theirs. Now...
Because Ian stopped making many videos.
He did. And so now I only got Chris's content.
Yeah. Also,
Ian's more, like, pulled together. Sorry, I just noticed that my Brenna is just sitting out. It's okay. Chris makes, like, more funny content and, like, exciting, more entertaining content, I will say. Ian's is a lot of dancing.
Not really.
Kind of not fun. I haven't really gotten his content lately.
Oh.
But I just saw a TikTok of, like, Frankie Grande, and he was in it. So, like, I'm just a little confused by Ian, TBH. But out of the two of them, I would say I'm more of an Ian than a Chris.
Okay. Me too. I would say the same thing.
Yeah, because, like, I think this is going to be, like, kind of mean. But, like, I just feel like I'm, like, too put together to be a Chris. You know, like,
Chris
he's kind of, like, falling
juvenile.
apart. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I mean, he's young, so, like, you can't blame him. But, like,
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that we're two different people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'm a Chris either.
Age.
Do you think I'm a Chris?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think on, like, the Chris and Ian spectrum, if one's at one end, one's at the other, you fall Ian of center. Like, you fall to the center. You fall off of the center towards Ian.
Really?
But, like, I would say I'm a step closer to Ian than you would be.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say that I might be a step closer to Ian than you would be.
Interesting. Why?
Because I think you don't... I think that Ian...
But you're more crazy with your, like, ideas and concepts and, like, view.
Yeah, but I don't think Ian
and
isn't.
Attitude.
I think Ian
But
just
then why would I be closer to Chris?
Because I think that when you are, like, wild and out, you're a lot more like Chris than you are like Ian. I would say I'm a lot like more Ian than Chris when we're wild and out.
Yeah, because...
What? Say it.
Because you become mean.
Me?
Sometimes, yeah. The Bills game,
gosh.
I will never forget.
What happened?
No, when we were at the Bills game, and you were just, like, raging.
Because that wasn't wild and out. That was life or death.
I was having the time of my life, and you just dragging me down.
Oh my gosh, really?
No. But, like...
I know you're not joking. I was freezing to death.
Not like,
but that's not why.
And then I asked him today too, and he was like, "Yeah, I was just like so cold, I don't remember anything." I was like, "It was not that cold. It
was that cold.
Oh my god!
It 100%.
Like 45 degrees.
Maybe it was, but we were freezing our asses off.
I was not.
I was
cold, but I wasn't.
And then you kept making all of the wrong choices. That was what it was. I made every single wrong choice.
2 wrong choices on the way out of that
stadium.
No,
like 4.
What was the other 2?
Well, I think it started when you were like, we're going to leave after this this play.
Yeah,
not this play. This,
touchdown.
No,
score.
This.
Drive.
Yeah, we're going to leave after this drive, and then we didn't for like 4 more.
It might have been 1 more.
It was not 1 more.
It was definitely just 1 more drive.
No, it was not.
It was definitely 1 more Bills drive.
I don't even think that's true.
Okay,
because here's what I think happened. I think you were like, we'll leave after this drive's over, and we all were like, fuck yeah. And then the what's his faces intercepted it, and it just kept going back and forth for a while with like 2 plays each.
Oh,
and like we could tell that you didn't want to leave yet, so none of us were gonna be like, let's go. But the drive had been over for a while, and we couldn't just be like, okay, let's fucking go. But I was also to the point where I was so cold that even talking was too much.
Yeah, you just were not doing anything. Anyway. Okay, so that's Chris and Ian.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, the 2 of us... So I went and saw Company on Broadway.
Yeah.
The Broadway musical. It's the revival with Patti LuPone and Katrina Lenk. And then I was like, oh my god, I really liked it. Jayla, you need to go see it. Mm-hmm. And so, by the grace of God, his name being Clay were an elder or whatever.
Clay got both
Thanks.
Max and Jayla separate pairs of tickets.
Yeah.
2 different weeks.
So, Icon over there, hit him up, he'll get you free tickets maybe. People are donating mad amounts of money to him to get free tickets. So, but anyway, so we want to talk about your thoughts on Company.
Yeah.
Now, I have no starter question on this, so I do just want to hear your opinion. So, like, what would you say it's about? We can start there.
I think it's about getting ready I think it's about I think it's about...
No, you're going the right way.
No, I know that I'm going the right way, because I know what it's about, but I just don't know how to say it. It's about, like, it's about... I wouldn't say it's about letting yourself be ready for marriage, but it's like it's about figuring out how to open yourself up to love. How to accept being loved.
Mm-hmm. I think, and I mean, like, it's the title of the show, like Company.
I still can't wrap my head around it. Like, I get it now. Like, company.
Yeah.
And not company like a company.
Oh, you thought it was a company?
I literally had no fucking clue. I was like, why is this called Company?
I also didn't know.
I did know even when they were saying the song.
Door rings, phone chimes, in comes Company. And I knew it wasn't company building, it's company, like,
I didn't know that. And it happened in the song, and I was like, oh, that's why it's called Company.
Yeah.
Never once again was I, like, connected. I still, like, am like, Company. No. It's about, like, company.
I think it's about coming to terms with, like, you may think you can be alone, but, like, being alive is, like, having company and being, like, having people around you. And, like, part of that is maybe getting married. But, like...
Yeah.
There's always going to be people around you. You're always going to have company, and that's part of being alive. The good that comes with it and the bad.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
That's what I think.
Sure.
It's about.
What bad happened, though?
No, I'm just saying, like, there's divorce, like, you, like, nitpick at each other, because we see all these couples and, like, all their issues.
Yeah, but I don't think they're, like,
But issues. That's what I mean by the bad. I mean, like, just, like, the little things.
Just, like, life.
Right.
How life works.
Exactly. It's kind of just, like, a retrospective, if that's the right word.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I, but I think I used it correctly.
Okay.
On life.
Okay.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
At all?
I... was like, okay.
You didn't
and
like it?
And for what? No, I didn't find it entertaining.
Really?
I didn't. It was flashy, but it wasn't like a spectacle.
It definitely wasn't a spectacle, but the set was nice.
I found it really boring. I found it a little bit interesting, but I was
you didn't
mainly
like
bored by
Did you
it.
like how they used it?
Sure.
Do you feel like it made sense for the show?
Yes.
Yeah, how about the moment where she opens the pothole, stands there, and
I think because I already knew about it.
Who told you about it?
When she fucking got her hand smashed.
Oh, right.
It was all over Twitter.
Yeah, but did they say it was that moment specifically?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because that is when it happened, and then the curtains closed.
Oh.
So, I knew about it.
And then recently, Ali was there.
Yeah.
And they had a 10-minute break in the middle of Act 1 because of a set problem. Which, I guess it's not worked out yet.
Our design showcase teacher worked on Company.
Ooh.
I don't know if she designed it or she just worked on it. And
no, she didn't design it.
Soon to be Luke.
That's the last name?
Yeah.
Luke?
Yeah, I think.
No offense to you, ma'am.
No, she's an icon.
So you didn't...
I liked the end, though.
What's the ending? Like being alive?
Like, yeah, I
did
really
the
liked
rain
that song.
surprise you?
Yeah, it did. I got scared. I went...
Yeah, me too. The first time, not the second time.
I loved the end.
The
end made watching it worth it.
Okay, that's good, right?
Sure.
We love a good wrap-up.
We do.
But...
It didn't make it worth it. It just short of worth it, though.
Did you like how they used the strip lights?
No.
Did you notice?
When? I noticed
throughout the entire show.
Yeah. Also, they were pumping haze into there.
They were.
Like, what about them? There was nothing special about them. Sure, they moved, but like...
Yeah, but they were, like, so fun.
Okay. They were just washes.
For some scenes, but then, like... For the scene of her birthday at the top of Act 2 when they're doing like the 2x2 side by side, that's the name of it.
Okay.
And they're going crazy and like multicolor and it's like so fun.
Okay.
I don't know. I really enjoyed the show.
I honestly
good.
was watching it and I was like, I'm surprised that Max liked this so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It just like it was nothing special. It had like a boring plot with a hard to follow.
There's no plot though.
There's a plot.
What's the plot?
She's trying to figure out how to love. She's trying to figure out how to accept love.
See, I didn't go into it with like this is a plot.
I didn't. Neither did I.
And I didn't walk out of it with like this is a plot because I looked. It's just to me it was like just like the vignettes, you know. And
but they weren't vignettes. It was Groundhog Day type shit. Like it wasn't. We're going forward in time. It was her 35th birthday over and over and over again.
Was it her 35th birthday over and over and over again? Or were some of these vignettes had already happened?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I
thought that at the beginning, but then the more that it went on, the more I realized those scenes hadn't happened before.
How do you know?
I don't know. I could tell you if I read the script though. But like I know for a fact dramaturgically it is over, it's being repeated.
Maybe.
No, I know.
Maybe.
I know.
Okay, we'll debate that.
Okay.
Not right now, but I'm just saying, I don't think it was repeated. I think, well, to an extent, yes, because we see her birthday like 3 different times.
Yeah.
And like, how many candles get blown out is like the determining factor on like if it's over or not, right? Because the first time no candles go out, the second time like half of them go out, and then the last time all but one go out.
Not the last time. The last time it goes out.
Right.
All but one goes out the second time.
But there's also another time where they go like half out, isn't there? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I think I also just am not a fan of Sondheim.
Yeah.
Like I also.
Did you like the? Like,
I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see the like? Were there any like understudies swings
No.
in? Really?
I could not understand them. I could understand them when they were talking. I could not understand them when they were singing.
Interesting.
But maybe because it was a matinee that the mics were going wonky.
Like why would that matter for matinee?
Because matinees are when they train new people.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I was thinking it was so inconsistent. Like because we were really close to the stage, if we weren't that close, we would not have been able to hear a lot of it.
Oh.
Like, it was really going wild.
But, like, did you like the 3-guy number?
I did.
And the wedding number?
Yeah, sure. I like
when
that.
When they all were, like, popping in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd was going insane the entire
like
time.
really
I know.
Number.
I know. But, like, the lady popped up to do the whole chorus thing, and everyone, like, wow! Like, she had to wait.
Really?
Yeah, they went crazy.
Oh, damn. That's
also, the guy behind us has seen, like, every production of it ever, and he was comparing them all during intermission. I was like, oh
I would love to hear that.
No, it was really interesting. Yeah, I was listening.
Of course. That's so
And apparently, not that much changed in this one.
Yeah, because they just gender swap roles.
Okay.
That's, like, about it. But I think, like, those two, the 3-man number, like, really sold me on, like, the, like, show. Not, like, the entire show, but, like, the concept and, like, all of it. Kinda. I don't know, because I just, like, enjoyed that number so much. And, like, it was so crisp when I saw it. It was
I do
so
think
crisp.
that this story makes more sense if it's a woman because of society. Like, no one asks a man when they're going to get married.
Right. And there's a whole thing with, like, a biological clock, too, with women. And, of course, in the review for company, they, like, tore it apart. Like, why is it all about the biological clock? When, like, when you're watching it, it's not that much about the biological clock. At all. Right. If at, like, maybe a tab. Not really.
No.
And so I was just like...
I feel like the only thing that you could connect the biological clock to is, like, the ticking that is just a normal thing. Like, you connect to that on your own.
Right.
And then, like, when she has, like, the whole existential crisis about kids.
Right.
But that is one
moment.
Scene.
Yeah.
If you can call it that.
It is what it is. I don't know. What do you think about Patty?
Patty?
Well,
oh, she was amazing. I love her. I thought that I didn't like her that much. No, I love her.
Yeah.
She was the best one.
She was good. She's really good.
You said you liked Katrina Lang?
I thought she was fine. I don't think she was
Yeah, she was
good.
fine. Anyone else could have done it better.
I don't think anyone else could have done it better.
Not anyone else, but, like, you know what I mean.
But I think they could have gotten a Bobby who's a little bit more... Who carried the role.
Yeah, I didn't care about Bobby.
Yeah, no.
That's why I understood it,
because I think I liked the show a lot because we were just following Bobby through all of these really funny and, like, cute moments, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, to me, like, it's actually, like, the book is, like, really funny.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I was like, laughing. Like,
it is funny.
Laughing.
I was not actively laughing at all.
Okay, but, like, when the first couple is just, like...
No, that was so cute.
I was, like, laughing so much. Like, giggling. I wasn't, like, actively, like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. But, like I was, like, you know, like, theater laughing. Because I don't like people hearing me. So, that was that. Yeah. And so... The next thing we want to talk about is staying with the Broadway theme.
Oh, okay. Wait, are we going to, like, rate it out of 10 or anything like that?
Oh, we can go out of 10.
What would you say it is?
I would give it a 7.75 to an 8.
I was almost going to give it a 7, but I think I'd give it a 6.
Yeah, I think you should give it a 6.5.
I don't know if I can give it a 6.5.
You can give it a half?
No.
Really? Why?
Yeah. It's definitely, like, one number. It's not more than a number.
I think I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay,
What's the best show you've seen on Broadway?
On Broadway?
Yeah.
What shows I've seen?
Because I'm not going to let you say The Wrong Man. Would you still say The Wrong Man?
Well,
what show would you say the best show you've ever seen ever?
The Winter's Tale at Fulcher Theater.
Really?
100%.
Like, do you think if you saw that show today, it would still be the same?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
No, it was so good.
Interesting.
Also, it was so
What about Broadway?
I don't even know what I've seen. Like, what was a good show?
That's why I've been trying to think about it, and, like, I don't know.
Maybe that one show?
What's that one show?
Trouble in Mind?
Oh, really? Like, the best?
Okay, the best here is, like, I didn't hate.
Right.
I enjoyed Trouble in Mind more than Company.
Oh, really?
Just a little bit more.
Okay.
But, like, what else have I seen that I liked?
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like, I don't even remember. I saw Frozen.
Did you like Frozen?
I loved Frozen.
So you put Frozen above Company?
I would see Frozen again. I wouldn't see Company again.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Let's talk about
original Harry Potter. Oh!
Okay, so. Speaking of. So, our freshman spring. Yeah. Jayla and I went and saw it. Because I bought these tickets. Yeah. While I was in high school. For what? The first time?
You bought them?
What do you mean?
Did you buy them? Yeah. You yourself bought them.
With what do you mean? Yeah.
I thought they were like a gift to you. Like your parents bought them or something like that.
Yeah. But like I purchased them.
Okay.
Like I was like, can I buy these tickets? And they were like, yeah, but like that's gonna be a gift then.
Okay.
Like don't expect something. I was
okay.
like, okay, sure, whatever. So, but they were like actually pretty cheap for like that show. Yeah. At that time.
At that time, yeah.
So, I bought them like.
They were great seats.
I bought them like a whole year in advance.
Yeah.
And so, when I bought them, my mom was like, I don't know who you're gonna go with, and I was like, I hope I have a friend by then. I would hope I have a friend by then.
Yeah.
We were like 5th or 6th row.
Yeah. I think we might have been closer than that.
Maybe 4th. Definitely not closer than 4th.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely not closer than 4th.
Because we were on the side, weren't we?
Yeah, but like, definitely not closer than 4th.
I think we might have been in 3rd.
No, Jayla.
I feel like I remember the water.
You didn't feel the water.
No, but I remember it being there, very close to me.
Yeah, but like
I remember feeling the coolness from the water.
God. Okay, whatever. So we were close, and this was the version.
Spoiler alerts.
Sure, this is we just went straight through company without giving a spoiler alert. Whatever.
What are you spoiling?
Yeah, I don't know. Spoilers for Harry Potter on Broadway, I guess.
Because you gotta keep the secrets.
We're not gonna keep any secrets. We are close, and this is when it's the 2 different show version, and each show's like 3 hours.
Yeah, part 1, part 2,
and
with intermissions for both of them.
And we ate it up.
Oh, we did.
It.
I
think I would say that's the best theater experience I've had on Broadway.
On Broadway, yes.
Yeah, 100%. And like we went home, and like for in
between, break, and we were like buzzing, waiting to go back.
We like didn't do anything.
No, we were like, supposed to. Did we even eat though?
Yeah, we went to the dining hall.
Oh.
But we were like, barely could eat it because we were like, we need to go back.
Yeah, bro, we were so excited to go back.
The mid-show, the between-show cliffhanger.
It was so good.
And now we've both seen it since they've merged it into one show.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk to you about like how your thoughts on it, like how you felt, what you thought.
Yeah. So, starting off, it was worse than the 2-show one.
Of course, yeah.
Significantly worse.
And we knew it was going to be.
I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it was. Like, I was surprised at how bad I thought it was. I thought it felt so much longer than the 2 shows.
It did. It felt really long.
How did they do that?
How did they make it feel longer?
Yeah.
Because they made a time feel like it was going so quickly in the first 15 minutes of the first act.
Also, it made time so hard to track. Like
so hard. And
I couldn't do it, and I've seen the show.
Yeah, and he asked questions to me about it.
Yeah.
Because the original show was like the entire first act of the first part
was 1 year.
No, was just us like getting immersed in these characters.
Yeah.
And like his first 4 years of school took the entire first act of part 1. You know? Like you like in this part, it would be like, you're off to Hogwarts, and he would go through the thing and it would be like, have fun, son. And then we'd see like a 2-minute moment of him on the train, and then we're back in the train station. He's like, off to year 2, son. And then it's off to year 3. And I'm like, what are we
get to catch that?
Why are we doing this? Like, why do we need to show, like, why didn't they just start the show then on like, it's year 4 of Harry Potter's kid going to Hogwarts, and like he's made this friend, and like this is what's happening. Like that
they could have showed us that though without being confusing.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think the beginning is what was confusing.
What part was confusing to you?
Everything after the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, when did it start to go, whoa, what's happening?
When all the events started happening.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't as confused because I barely have a concept of when things happened in Harry Potter because I've only watched the movies. I watched them all at the same time. Like, within 1 week, I watched all of them.
Right.
And so
we watched them during the panty.
We didn't even finish them, though.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did, because we watched the last one, like, the second to last day we were there, and, like, Claire was dyeing her hair or something.
So then I wasn't there, because me and Claire were upstairs in the bathroom then.
Okay, well, I watched last movie.
Okay, well, I didn't watch all.
Beep.
Beep.
So many beeps.
It's just so that I can
move it, but then you won't.
I can see it. No, okay. I can see it because I was scanning through and I couldn't see it last time.
Okay, keep going.
That's why I didn't beep Molly last time. But what were we talking about? Oh, the time. So I don't have any concept of when the events happened in the time, but when I saw it the second time, I saw it with Homeboy's family.
Yeah.
And they love Harry Potter, so they have a very concrete idea.
Yeah,
they know when everything's happening. They're like, I can't keep up with this. Like, they're changing everything so much that, like, none of it's making any sense. And I was like, I mean, I was feeling that too, but I thought I was just, like, comparing it to the old one or, like, just didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, it's, like, it's straight up confusing.
Also, like, maybe it's because we weren't, like, literally, like, sitting in the show like we were the first time. But, like...
Oh, because the first time we were sitting in the orchestra, very close to the stage. Yeah. The second time, both of us were sitting in the dressing circle.
No, I was just, like, back orchestra. Like, second to last row. And you were in the dressing circle.
Yeah.
Also, if you're going to see the show, sit before the balcony overhang or sit in the dress circle.
Yeah.
Because there's no point sitting... I made a mistake, but it's okay.
Yeah, you can sit anywhere in the dressing circle.
But the moment with the lights still happens under the overhang, which is good.
Yeah,
and I was surprised it did. Yeah, and I was like, I love this. The show, they were smart to do it.
Yes, that moment was so good. I forgot about it until they were in the room, and I was just waiting for it. And it kept like...
Did everybody go, I love that moment. Like, if you can get an audience to do that, like, the power you have, like, that's so cool.
And I loved... Because they went to the room, and then they kept, like, going back and forth and back and forth. And I was like, what? How are you... This is not a movie. This is theater. Just show me the scene already. And then it happened, and they'd done it so many times that I was like, maybe they don't do it anymore. I was like...
Yeah, I was scared they were going to cut the good shit.
And then it happened. And then it, like, started to happen, and they started doing the thing with the water, and I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen.
And, like, even the second time
and I started looking at everyone around me, and I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen. Like, we're going to see it. And then it happened, and they were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I would honestly see it again just for that, even this version.
That and the end of Act 1.
I don't know what happens at the end of Act 1. Okay. That wasn't good in this one, though.
Oh, but it was so good in the first version.
Okay, so this is the thing. There were so many things that were built up in the first version. I think a lot of the show, it was good because we were introduced to something, and then there was anticipation, and then we had to, like, reckon with it.
And we got more character depth. We got more arcs. It was just juicier. And it was clear they just cut out everything that wasn't absolutely necessary.
Because they left stuff in that was not necessary, that they thought, it was like an action that they thought was going to be entertaining, but it wasn't an action at all. It was just some random person doing some random thing that no one cares about. And you're like, why do they show this instead of letting these two people have fun together or something like that?
Also, I don't know if it's because we were sitting this time or, like, what... It just did not seem as crisp.
No, not at all. I agree.
The cape flying was so good in the first time. It made so much sense in the first time. Second time was like, they should cut that for this version now because it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And, like, all the movements and the sounds were, like, so good the first time. And then this time I was like, the sound is still really good.
Yeah, no, it's
good. She did a great job with that. But, like, I was like, oh, I'm just, like, not as in it as I was the first time.
Yeah, the first time it was, you were really in the world. Right. And this time you were, like, it felt like I was watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel until that, and then the fucking Dementors, that it doesn't matter.
We already gave a spoiler alert,
yeah. That I was ever in it.
Yeah. I also think, what was I going to say? There were moments where I could literally tell, lighting-wise, that, like, they just...
Cut cues?
Yeah. And, like, changed lights to, like, make it work.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? What? Come on now.
Yeah.
And I was still shocked by the projections, because I forgot they existed. When the time turner hits, and it's like...
Oh!
I was
not. I think it's because...
It looks so good, though.
I think they, like, saw something beforehand, everyone I was with. They saw something, his mom, saw something beforehand, and they were like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's a projector. Or maybe, like, I was looking to see where the things were going to fly at. And she was like, what are you looking at? I was like, nothing.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
And then maybe she noticed a projector or something like that. Like, we had talked about it beforehand, so I remembered that it happened.
Right. But, like, it's so good.
It is so good.
Those projections are so good.
Yeah.
And it's, like, projection design, and there's, like, no projection design except those moments, which is, like, it's worth all of that money.
And a couple other ones.
Yeah, like, sometimes they, like, project the houses and whatnot.
But it was used very well.
Yeah.
Very, very
and it's, like, cut very well.
Yeah. Mapped.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's okay. But overall, the two play version, 100% C, 10 out.
Above 10 out of 10.
I'd give it like a 9 out of 10 because I can't give anything a 10 out of 10.
That's what I usually say, but I think I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
I'd give it like a 9.5. I would give it a
9.8.
I'd give it close to a 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like there's still moments in it where I was like, okay, that's.
I think if they had like fleshed out Scorpius and Albus's relationship a little bit more, then it would be a 10. Like, I felt like they just weren't serious enough about everything.
They should have just made him gay. I'm sorry.
Bro, I literally thought that he was, but then this one they were like, I remembered him being gay. And I know now that that's false. Yeah. But I was like, why are they being so weird about it this time?
Both those actors were definitely gay, and I was like, there's so much tension here of every kind. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Especially, like, since J.K. Rowling's...
Period.
Literally.
That's probably why, though.
Transphobic.
Yeah.
Homophobic. Probably all of them.
Yeah.
So...
Out of 10.
But the new version, I give, like, a 4 out of 10. Oh. 5 out of 10. The only reason I see this new version is the projections, the dementors, the light moment.
Yeah.
The water moment, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
The water moment is not as...
It's not as good. Also, last time I thought the water came up. And it doesn't. Also, you're right. Like, how do they do the water moment? Like, how do they exit? How do they enter?
Yeah, I know. I saw that question. And seeing it from above, no clue.
Help. Yeah.
Does not help at all.
It's fine.
How did they do that?
I also feel like some of the magic this time was a little bit easier to comprehend.
I feel like there was less magic this time.
There probably was.
Like, significantly less magic.
You could just, this time you could notice, like, the lights changing to fit the magic about to happen. Like, it was, like, severely, like, front lit and backlit.
Yeah. Carolina.
We're recording. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
That's it for me too.
Okay, great.
All right.
See you next week.
See you next week. Thanks for listening. Woo! Bye.
Bye.